Hey, hey. What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name is Laura, aka PURPLEXEDQT. And, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, let me just say hi to everyone. What's up, Patreons? What's up, members? Members from my other channels, members from this channel. Everybody, it's the last day of the month. Next month is Christmas, and it starts tomorrow. Patreons, don't forget, you guys get charged tomorrow on the 1st. And I know I have a couple of brand new Patreons. I just want you guys to know that I will refund if you guys get double charged. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's really weird. So anyway, how you guys doing tonight? It's been a long day. It's fucking freezing out. I'm sure it's freezing everywhere you guys are. Hey, Love Bomber. I'm in a sweatshirt, all the way bundled up. It's freezing. I can't get over this chill. I feel like my mom. You know, like when you were young and your mom was always like, it's cold. I have a chill. And you'd be like, Ma, just because you're old? Well, I'm now that mom. And it's fucking cold. And I got to chill. And it doesn't stop. It sucks. I can't quit laughing at my Chucky. You like my Chucky? Okay. Yeah, I'm not even in Chicago. I'm in northern Alabama. It should not be this cold. It's like 32 here. I had to get gas. Oh my God. I can't warm up. So I know this channel has my most subs, but it's pretty dead because I don't come on it that much. But I'm definitely going to start coming on it more. What's up, Dawn Marie? So, what inspired this live today? Okay. Hey, Bellamia. I'm going to tell you what inspired this live today. Listening to the nonsense over on J is for Justice. I am blown away at the actual stupidity of these people. So, let me say this. If people were just having an opinion and they just, hey, Mercedes girl, and they just wanted an opinion, I don't have a problem with that. I absolutely do not have a problem with that. It seems that way, Love Bomber. If they were just discussing things like normal people discuss things, I wouldn't even have a problem with that at all whatsoever. If they were doing a Chris Watts discussion case and they were just discussing normal things, no problem with that either. It may even be interesting, but that's not what's happening. What's happening is people are convinced, or at least it seems this way, that people are convinced that they can change the Chris Watts case. Okay. So they're asking Kim all these questions like she's an expert. Kim has not produced 1 ounce of evidence that she still talks to Chris. Not 1 ounce. Does being a Patreon get all of your channels? Yes, it does. Being a member gets all the channels. You just don't get green. So, you don't... let me see. How do I say this? You don't try to convince somebody, all these women, that Chris has a chance. I know that they say that you can't tape a Zoom call. Who's going to know? Who the fuck is going to know if you tape a Zoom call? I could tape any call I want and nobody would know. So I don't believe that at all whatsoever. Because there's a million ways you can record that nobody would know. So I don't believe that. I don't believe any of it. None of it. Because, exactly, Ashkey. Exactly, Laura. They want to rewrite history. They want to rewrite discovery documents. Now, I have about a half hour of it recorded from when I went to pick up Sage. Jay will strike me, though. I know Jay. So what I'm going to do is, well, she might not because she's got like 1,000 people in there. But I did, in the last half hour, I've been writing some notes down. Oh, Love Bomber, I got blocked like instantly. I was under a troll account, I got blocked instantly. I was under my regular account, I got blocked instantly. As if you're not a kiss ass Chris Watts lover, you're getting blocked. But the cry for money is so blatantly obvious. Now, let me tell you something. I don't care if I can make $10 million off of something. If I don't believe in it, I'm not covering it. I have to believe what I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck if, like, all right, for example, I don't care. She will strike me, right? I don't care if someone told me you can make $10,000, but you have to bring someone on your panel that's complete bullshit, that you don't believe in, that, or maybe you do believe it. But the thing is, and this is how I feel. People can say whatever they want. People can't, would it be nice to have 1,000 people in a live? Of course, but for the right reasons. I am not going to sit here and try to say that it wouldn't be nice to have 40,000 subs and, 1,000. But you can only live on one case for so long. And once that one case dies, you're done. We've seen it over and over. And I can't comprehend why she's doing this to her subs. Subs are subs. Without subs, you are nothing as a creator. Without subs, I mean, subs, and no offense to you guys, but subs can turn at any given time. Subs can decide one day, I don't want to be your sub anymore. I'm going to somewhere else. I don't like you anymore. So when I see exactly, well, that's true too, Wendy. So when I see this bullshit transpire, and it's all about this nonsense, in my opinion, not only are you showing your subs, and it goes for anybody. I'm not singling out Jay. I'm saying for anybody. I can't comprehend, like seriously, I can't comprehend why you would play your subs like that. Or maybe she just wants idiot subs. I don't know. But as a sub myself, because I'm not just a creator, I'm a sub, wouldn't you want to educate people about the reality of what's going on? Or are people with the Chris Watts case so fucking money hungry that they don't care about reality? They don't care about, hey, little swan, they don't care about what's really going on. Makeup Monster's not on her panel. She's not up there. She's really up there? Like, for real? For real, for real? Because she wasn't up there before. Is that really her? Now you're going to make me look. Really?
Just been firm on what
she is.
His son told him that night. And that's why he said that. He's like, I will,
he's always believed that original confession.
Yeah, never changed. Wow. Now, his mom, I think, because she's more emotional and just, I think that's what I've learned. I've learned that about this case. It's so interesting. I've realized it takes the highs and lows.
Dude, this girl loves to hear herself talk. All she does is talk. I'm waiting for Makeup Mobster Square to do something. I can't believe she's she's on panel. I'm shocked. 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 I don't want to play too much because I don't want to get hit. J is for justice, but it's not Jay talking. I mean, it's not Makeup Mobster talking yet.
Is that possible? I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, that's clearly...
Yeah, she's up there.
She's been there and thought about that, but where they stand right now is 100% with his first confession from the beginning, exactly what he said. specifically, I don't know if you've seen
Get him,
the video
MM.
I did that kind of lined up what he said. He gave very specific details, so we lined up and matched. So we went through that, and that honestly, I will tell you that when his family watched that, I can't even tell you how many times we were like, we got to do this. And I thank God we did not go with the more forensic standpoint with people that looked like Shanann and the girl. We just kind of whittled it down to pretty much literally a volleyball and like a very quick reenactment, because it's so traumatizing for people to see that or to even look at it. But once they saw that, it was like,
hey, Kim,
it clicked for Cindy. Like, she just needed to see if what her son
tell her
said
she sucks,
was
MM.
even
Tell her.
possible.
No wonder MM didn't answer my damn call
Possible.
before.
And when she saw that, just the sound in her, I'll never forget that. Just that, that sound of like, oh my gosh.
Hey,
And she was
Suzanne,
like,
this
my
chick
son,
just
my
likes
son,
to
and
hear
she
herself
just
talk. I
clicked,
swear.
and
Yeah, that's
she hasn't been
Chucky.
able to walk away from that feeling.
That's
from
crazy.
seeing it, and yeah.
Can you be interviewing
Clarity.
Watts at any time?
Excuse me?
Will you be interviewing Cindy Watts as you did Ron Watts?
Yeah, I think that right now Cindy's been hurt so much, and bless her heart. You guys have to understand that she's a mom, and this is her son, and she loves him. And I know that it's been taken way out of left field when she made the statement that you're my son.
Exactly, love bomber.
What he did. I think people took it as in like they don't really care if he did do everything, they're gonna brush it aside and they don't care. They just love their son. That's not what she meant. She was meaning that we need to talk about that right now. Like, regardless, basically, of that, like, I do love you. She needed to tell her son that we do love you and we stand by you and we're here for you. And even in that thing, she wanted Chris to tell her the truth and to open up to her. So, I think that she has put herself out there so much, and she has been, we're all using slaughtered, but I get it. People are upset. They are mad that they want to accuse her of making a murder and all this stuff, which I think is horrific for anyone to say. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think it's just so, like, whew. I don't think anyone, I guess, can imagine anyone going through this and that being,
Come on. I don't care what this girl talks about. I just want to hear my buddy. It's her. Hey, Pixie Dust. Oh, there she goes. Hold on.
Very hard for her.
Gosh, I can't even imagine. And so I think it's sad.
She had a
That's
box for a
terrible.
Yeah,
second.
it's crazy.
I think it's just so, like, whew. I don't think anyone, I guess, can imagine anyone going through this and that being, I know that from growing up in Colorado.
What did Makeup Mobster even ask? She cracked the case on. Something's really wrong over there. It's all about NK and Watts.
What that was like.
Very hard for her.
Gosh, I can't even imagine. And so I think it's
Why do I
it's
know
more
that
of a
name,
look,
Jane?
In society, how
Why do I know that name? Natasha Cooper. For some reason, I remember hearing that name. Has this girl even given MM a chance to speak? Or no?
It
I agree, Shandon.
have. That's no different, People are like, why are my comments getting deleted? Like, I haven't changed that,
And so to answer the question, will Cindy come forward at some point and speak again? Yeah, but I think that, to be honest, Ronnie, I told that to Chris.
Is it that channel, Steph? I don't know why this girl's not giving Makeup Mobster a chance to speak. She's just going on and on and on and on and on.
Hate. He isn't like that.
See, Makeup Mobster is the one that said, why you fucking with Chris Watts? And here she is up on Pano with this fucking psycho. Explain that one, Makeup Mobster. Purple mobs. Chris never seen the light of day. Chris is bored of prison. Thank you. Oh, I got a lot to say. I'm just waiting for Mops.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think it's
Oh my God, she's not even talking. Jay is milking this like there's no tomorrow. But you know what? People are allowing it. So that's really what counts. People are allowing it. I wouldn't do this to my subs. I don't care how much fucking money's to be made. I wouldn't do it. Because as soon as the subs realize that I'm a farce, then they're done. They're not going to fucking want to ever be with me again. Maybe Jay doesn't care. Maybe it won't happen. I don't know. I think Jay and K's people are dumb. But that's just my opinion. All this girl wants to do is hear herself talk. It's crazy. I don't even know why MM's up there. She's not getting an word in edgewise. Yeah, I noticed that, Capone. She's not getting a word in. It's not even showing like her thing's not even working.
Says it wasn't. She loves Shanann, and they're sad that this has happened. They're not like, yay, she's gone. No, of course, that's horrible.
Shandon, I thought of it, but Jay will not allow it. I guarantee that. I have always fought with Jay. Always. I don't like Jay. Jay don't like me. Jay thinks her shit don't stink.
Otter fest that Shanann was trying to put Cindy through that summer. I mean, that was horrific. There's like,
oh, come on, MM, talk, or I'm turning you off, because it's pointless. I can't listen to this girl fucking talk.
they just bashed on Shanann. No, but she was trying to give her account for her relationship as she saw it with her daughter-in-law.
I think someone asked if you could, and she said no, she could talk on her own channel.
And the Discovery, her interview.
Well, Mako Mobster's up there. I don't think Jay would strike me with Mako Mobster up there. She knows me and Mako Mobster are tight. I really don't think she would. Not because of that.
Also, there, the other Chris, I know you had mentioned him earlier. The other Chris, because they seem to interview all the Thrive people and all the close friends, but he was not in that at all, which was kind of strange to me.
Well,
you know.
like I said, for the Watts, I can account for them only. I don't know if other things have been redacted, but the Watts themselves were never interviewed. And the DA did get up and say, and you'd think that's a critical person to interview.
I am disappointed in Mako Mobster. Disappointed. Because she's also speaking to this girl like this girl has some clout. This girl has no clout. She's a nobody. She's an e-beggar.
It didn't, so again, that also shows you the one-sidedness of this investigation. Clearly, if you did not do your due diligence on the defense side, how in the heck was due process done? How were you not just sniffing down one line that they sent you on? Clearly you were. I mean, because you weren't getting anything else. I mean, yeah.
In regards to the...
All right, I'm moving on. Yeah, it's on, Jason. I'm moving on. I can't with this. I just can't. And I'm surprised. This girl's not an expert. She's a fucking e-beggar. And I don't mean Jay, I mean this other one. She's a fucking e-beggar. Why wait 2 years for all of this to come out? Half the things she say is not even true. The other half of things she says is bullshit. It says on Social Blade she's bringing in $1,000 a month, so if she's funneling that money to Chris or Chris's parents, fuck no. And even if she said yes, oh, Destiny said, Mako Mobster, ask questions, talk MM. We'll sit back and watch the woman make a complete fool of herself, Laura, exactly. A live stream that lets me speak and doesn't block, delete my comments. Thank you so much. What a concept. Hey. Oh, please. I was blocked 5 seconds in. SCW. And here's the other thing. She doesn't even know Chris Watts. She doesn't even know Discovery. She doesn't know the law. She doesn't know anything. Like, she literally knows nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah, all comments are being deleted. I'll get in touch with this woman. I'll question her. Shanann was a good mother. Every mother raises their kids different. Can someone tell me why Shanann is on trial? Why is Shanann on trial? That's what I want to know. Why? Why? Did Shanann do something in the last 2 years that I missed? Go check on social media. His son of Sam laws. Chris cannot profit off his family's murders. Well, that's a given. They aren't deleting if you question Shanann's innocence. Exactly. I will get in touch with her. Because Jay knows. Jay knows. I mean, who didn't see my fight with Kay? All right, let me also, hey Simone, let me say this. I also get very, very uptight about this case because I was a diehard Shanann supporter from day one. And I cannot handle the stupidity of these people. I cannot sit there and be calm while these people are bashing a victim and not using common sense on top of it. I have a very, very short fuse for fucking stupidity. And that's what's coming out is pure stupidity. She won't let me call in. She already said she won't let me call in. Post to MM to add. I know, I saw that. Even Kelly, did she claim to have that? Kelly wrote, yes, and the endometrius didn't show up on her autopsy. What? Why are these people spreading false lies? That's what I want to know. Why are they spreading false lies? Jay changed mods more often than Trump changes wives. Hold on. Hey, Just Angel. Audra, she's not going to let me. She already said she won't let me. Okay. Who wants to get, let's take a guess. I'll bet you $10 that girl did not go through the 25-page autopsy report. Who wants to bet me on that? The autopsy report for Shanann is 25 pages. I don't believe this chick went through it. To be honest, oh no, all three of them. To be honest with you. Just saying. All right. There's also a lot of lies. People finding issues with her and the girl's diagnosis need to look at the doctors, not the patients. That's exactly right. How will she know? She'll know from Zoom. Believe me, she'll know as soon as she hears my voice. She already said she wouldn't let me call in. So let's go through some stuff here that this psycho said. Okay, 1. She claims that one of the things she claimed, what's up, Christy? One of the things that she claims was that he wants her phones, his phones. He wants forensic evidence about her. He wants forensic evidence about everything. That's a total lie. And I'll tell you why it's a lie. Legally, there is absolutely nothing that would change if they spent time and money looking into the forensics of his phone and her phone. There's absolutely zero that could come of that. Zero. His phone and her phones have absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing, to do with anything. She didn't, because when Mommy Ramage tried to question her on it, she couldn't ask. Exactly. She can't answer specific questions about anything. That's why I know she's a fake. But she said, hold on, she said, they know he's, no, I really don't think they do. I really don't think they know he's guilty. Because when she's saying that he claims that he wants the phones and stuff and he wants forensic evidence about, why? Why would you need forensic evidence about the phones? What's going to turn up? That you didn't really kill Shanann? Is that what we're trying to play now? That you didn't really kill Shanann? Because there's no legal reason. Forget personal. There's absolutely no legal reason why he would need forensics on the phones. Just saying. Next. She talked about mind manipulation. And that I'm going to get to that. I have that in my notes too. They talk about mind manipulation. And that very well may have happened. That the cops manipulated him. That the cops had... I'm going to get to that too, Ashkey. The cops manipulated him. I mean, we see that all the time. People get, manipulated all the time by police. So that may very well be true. But what the cops didn't put in his head, and I'll even say that we all saw how everything worked with Chris and the cops. And, how they led him into certain things. They led him to believe that they led him to believe that he, that like Shanann killed the kids. He just led her on more and more and more. Led Chris on more and more. I get that. So I'll even say that there was mind manipulation in the beginning. I'll say that most cops do use the Reed technique for a reason, most likely because it works. So I'll give that there was mind fucking all over the place. Okay, that there was all this mind fucking. But when he told the final confession, he had already been in jail. He wasn't speaking to the police. There was no reason to speak with the police. He was done. The case was closed. He already been in a couple of months. They already told him the case was closed. Nobody manipulated him at that point. Nobody manipulated him to tell this horrific story of what he did to those girls. Nobody. I know, Justine, that's why I'm here. Nobody told him to say that the girls were alive. Nobody told him to say... Now, mind you, you have to remember the big part of this. He told that story after he found God. After he got really into the Bible. After he got into this big, I'm a Bible thumper lover. Everything is the Bible. Dad, I sit here and I read the Bible every night. Yada, 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 yada. So you expect people to believe, like you're really so dumb that you expect people to believe over there in Jay's. No, I'm not the 2 years. I'm talking when he gave the confession to the FBI. So you expect people to believe that he's so stupid that he found God or that he's so fake, because this goes both ways. I'm not going to look at chat, so I don't hesitate when I say this, because this is like, this is a good thought. So hold chat for a second. So he found God. Once someone finds God, they're supposed to be honest and truthful. So if they're honest and truthful, that story that he told about his children and how he killed them is the most accurate description there is. Now, on the flip side, if he lied about it, if he made up this whole story, then he really didn't find God. And he really didn't find forgiveness with the Lord. So if he's faking this, then why is it so far-fetched that he lied and faked everything else? And that he really did kill all three of them, just like he said. So either way, no matter what scenario you look at it, either way, it's a lose for him. Because either way, let me repeat that. He found God, and he was all religious, and he was all into his religion. So he went and told a story about to clear his head. He cleared his head. He finally told the truth. He got it off his chest, done. Because he found God. But if he didn't find God, if he absolutely didn't find God, and he just lied, then he's capable of anything. Which puts him in that narcissistic rage, exactly what the video did the other day. So I think Chris might not even know what Kim Lady and Ronnie and Cindy are doing right now. That's possible too. I don't know. CW is not coerced, not like Brendan. I agree with you. But I'm saying that either way, his whole story is flawed. Because on one hand, he did do it. And he has no remorse. On the other hand, he has remorse and told the truth. But again, either way, there's no win for him. Either way, he's fucked. Because either the story is true or he's an all-out psychopath. She did say I can. Someone asked her. She said no, she has her own channel. She does not like me. You don't even know. We go way back. Way back. Comment was deleted, so I didn't get a chance to read their reply. Sorry, back to me. Oh. He is a psychopath, I know. But I'll tell you where the cops did go wrong. Carol, we'll talk about Jay's for Justice channel. The only pressure he felt from himself, if he really did find God, if he really found God, then that story that he told is 100% true. If he didn't find God, if God... Yeah, but she's talking to Kim like Kim's an expert. I can't. I can't. I don't know what she's saying, but I just can't with this.
Investigator saying that they felt...
Unfortunately, in cases like this, you can't do that. That's not how that
backed
works,
up a little.
especially being a lead investigator. You cannot pigeonhole yourself into one direction like that.
I think that happens a lot, though, in a lot of investigations. I mean, I watch a lot of crime shows, and you'll hear the investigator saying that they felt some type of connection with the victim. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of normal.
Right, but here's the problem with that.
Does she still have her job, though? Because I would think showing that on social media.
Okay, let me pause it. It absolutely is not a problem, and they're both wrong. Simply for the fact that, did we not get attached to Shanann Watts? Of course we do. Of course we did. Did the cops not get familiar with, what's her name? Jodi Arias' victim? I forgot his name. Travis? Of course they did. It's normal. It's absolutely normal. It doesn't mean, now, mind you, it doesn't mean they're going to sway one way or another because the cops have no say. That's done by a jury or a judge. Cops have absolutely no say. It doesn't matter if the cops get feel something for the family or not. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't change the outcome. And I said that about Chris Watts originally. I have it on pause, by the way. I said that about Chris Watts originally. No matter what we say, it doesn't matter. It's not going to change anything.
Yeah.
Well, but here's a problem, though. You are, when you're doing a case, you're not supposed to go home and discuss certain things that are...
Right.
That is not true at all. That's only a sequestered jury.
If it's found out, and it could affect...
She is 100% wrong. 100% wrong.
There was multiple things that were released from the prosecution side, from their...
Exactly. No laws against cops posting their arrest on social media. Exactly right.
absolute lies. I mean, releasing the press packets of, like I said, the guy...
See, but here's the thing. If somebody doesn't know the law, like I know the law. This woman is a moron. But I guarantee you 3/4 of the people in there, including Makeup Mobster, may not know the law. So because they don't know the law, they don't understand how any of this is even possible, and maybe Kim's making sense. But the law is cops can talk about whatever the fuck they want unless there's evidence that they can't discuss. You know, that happens in certain times. But they could discuss whatever the fuck they want. They're human.
in all these extramarital affairs, and some of them were very horrific, and they let it run. And you can't do that. I mean, there's literally laws that prevent that. So, I mean, are there things that get leaked? Sure. It just can't come from sources like that, you know? So,
Right.
that
Sources like what?
is a problem. So,
Okay, I have one more question. Sorry. I know I'm going to go so somebody else can come up. And I just got to say what's up to Prepper and happy birthday.
Oh my God. That's so
I gotta
funny.
give him a shout out.
He's been asking for the shout out for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I had to do it. It's Prepper, you know.
Hey, thanks for calling in, Leanna. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, thanks
My
for the
last
question.
question, it has to do with this motion. This, I'm sorry if I got this wrong. The C-35?
35C. Yeah, same thing. Yep.
35C. Okay, I'm a little, sorry. A little bit
You're good. You're good.
there. All right. What is his? I was reading a little bit about that before because I don't really know what it is, but I was reading a little bit about it. What is his angle on getting in there? Like, I read that there's obviously different ways you could go about it. So one could be that your attorneys weren't like
Right.
good enough
Yep.
for you. I don't
Yep.
know what the right word is, but you know what I'm saying. What is his angle? Is that the angle that he's trying to work to get in there?
There's a lot of angles, but the one I'll talk about because I'm blasting it all over my YouTube channel is Tammy, for sure. Because when it comes to constitutional rights, it's number 5 on the 35C is that rules of procedure, things like that, have to be done a certain way, and they weren't. And so that is one.
Procedure was followed, you fucking idiots. He is not getting out of jail, Kim. Procedure was done. He asked specifically, he told them specifically what he wanted done. Now, here is, let me just say this. Here's where I agree with one thing she said. Legally. And none of this is personal. I'm talking legally. Okay? Legally, she had said that that they had blocked him from everyone. They did. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. I really don't know why they didn't allow him to see any of his family in the couple of months he was in jail. I don't know Colorado law enough to know if that's normal or if there's something more to it, something. Lady Justice, I used to fight with you like this, so it's hard for me to see that you're now all of a sudden on Shanann's side. I mean, I've had many fights with you over this. So, maybe probably so they couldn't get him to change his mind. Yeah, but they didn't know that he was going to even plead to that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where I'm not sure what's going on. Like, why they didn't allow him. It shouldn't matter who he speaks to. It's his constitutional right. Yeah, but all right, I'm not gonna get into this. I'm not gonna fight with you, Mensa. Now, another thing she said. He claims that he was looking for an apartment. Where's the proof? Did he put money down? Did he, that is still his parents at the end of the day. Oh, I agree. Did he put money down on something? Did he, like, I don't believe that. I know it was talked about. I know that certain things were said. But where's the proof? He didn't put money down on a place. He didn't look for schools. He didn't do anything like that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but he did nothing with the schools, if I remember. It was her that was looking for a place. It was her that was looking for somewhere, not him. Chris wasn't the one looking for a place. She was. She had spoke to her mom about it, that if she left him. So this girl, all the stuff that Kim is saying is harmful to CW getting any post-conviction release. He can't get a post-conviction relief. He's done. Done. I am not a legal expert, but you know who is? Scott Reich. Scott Reich says very clearly he is never going to see the light of day legally. He has zero chance of ever getting out of jail. I absolutely believe him. He is a lawyer, a top-notch defense attorney in Colorado. I absolutely have 100% unequivocal full faith in Scott Reich's opinion that Chris Watts does not have a legal chance of seeing the light of day. I absolutely fucking believe that. And I got to stick with that. So when I listen to her and all these people worried about it, nope, sorry, not going to happen. Yeah, he said he was looking for a place, but there was no money put down. There was no landlords talked to. That's what I mean. Him and Nicole said that they were looking for a place, but there was no proof. Jay ain't no Scott Reich. Exactly. That isn't what that Kim is claiming. What is Kim claiming she's doing then? Fill me in. I agree. That's why I brought that up to her. She just likes to hear herself talk. I mean, that's really all she's doing. She likes to hear herself talk. Because all this other nonsense she's talking about has absolutely nothing to do with anything. Once he signed a plea deal, then confessed again in Wisconsin, he's done. Exactly. Like I said, my example about the he won't get a reduced sentence. No, he's done. Nobody, I don't care who you are, nobody is making up the story that he did about killing his kids. Nobody. You couldn't be on enough dope to come up with that story. You just couldn't. Chris could not handle a trial because he did not want to do this he did not want to do this. He didn't want to face his family. He didn't want to face his parents, and he knew that they were going to. The motion he's looking to do is an appeal. You need to read about the 35C. It's not an appeal. I read about it before. I know. It's a federal judgment that you can get a trial based on that you were coerced. He was not coerced. They, and if I'm wrong, MM, tell me, but I'm pretty sure that's what a 35C is. And he was not coerced. They went back and forth with him 1,000 times. And he said over and over that this was his choice. This was his doing. He did exactly what he said he did to his family. He didn't make this up. Exactly right. Hey, Freudian slippers. He's lying to his parents. And you even hear it in the tapes. When you watch that video of why you over... We're not bashing Jay. We're bashing Kim. When you look at the mom and the dad and all them, and like we said last time, every single time the mom, she said when Shanann was in NC, it was on the market, which is bullshit. That's bullshit. No, I didn't say, no, I'm saying, but correct me if I'm wrong. That's basically what it is, right? It's the 35C is like a federal law. And I might be wrong. I'm going off the top of my head. It's not what it is? All right, so then I will read it. But now he's saying they did not confess to killing the girls. Well, no, he didn't. Hold up. He didn't confess while he made the plea agreement. He confessed later. His confession, all right, let me clear this up too. His confession about the girls has nothing to do with his sentence. While he was tried, while he signed those papers, he never took blame for killing the girls. So whoever said that, they're right, legally. He only admitted to killing the girls later, when he was not under oath. That's when he told the story. He did not, while he was confessed, while he was, when he got convicted or whatever, that's when he never confessed to the girls. He didn't. He didn't confess to killing the kids till after he was already sentenced. So if that's a loophole somewhere, that's a loophole. But this is what it's going to go down. He would need a really, really expensive attorney to fight this. He doesn't have that kind of money, and neither do his parents. A public defender would not do that. A public defender is not going to find those loopholes. They just won't. Because they can say that they can scratch it. But I can tell you, just in case, he pled guilty. Not he was found guilty. He pled guilty to all of them. So maybe I'm confusing myself. But I'm pretty sure at the time of the murder, he did not. Yeah, he said he wasn't coerced. I agree. It's sick, but unfortunately, he has a right. He's never going to get any type of appeal or anything. He screwed himself 3 times. If that's a loophole that works, then what the fuck? What an attorney would do pro bono. Yeah, no. Oh, I know he killed his family, Chris. All right. In Colorado, all right, hold on. What is a 35C motion? All right, I'm going to have this dude explain it instead of me saying it.
Post-conviction litigation is both the most challenging and the most rewarding work that a criminal defense attorney can do. It gives us a chance to right a wrong and to get an unjust conviction overturned. And that's something every lawyer should be passionate about. Now, there are really 3 stages to a criminal case: the trial stage, the appellate stage, and then the stage that a lot of people don't know about, and that's post-conviction or Rule 35C litigation. We call it that because Rule 35C of the Colorado Rules of Criminal Procedure provides the opportunity for a defendant to come back into the trial court and launch a constitutional...
Okay, here we go. Back into the trial court. He never had the trial court to begin with. That's why I don't think this applies. I'm not an attorney, though. But I'm not an attorney, so don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure that post-conviction litigation, and again, I'm not an attorney, but I'm pretty sure that you had to have had a trial in order to do this. In order to do a 35C, you would have had to have a trial in the first place, which he did not have. But again, don't quote me on this.
constitutional attack on the validity of his conviction or his sentence. Now, when we're working in a Rule 35C proceeding, we're working on different issues than we work on a direct appeal. And a lot of those issues have to do with mistakes or errors committed by the trial attorney.
Exactly. I am right. He can't get a 35C. 35C is for a trial. He never had a trial. I was right.
These kinds of mistakes or errors we frequently refer to as ineffective assistance of counsel,
which is the most hardest thing to prove ever. Mensa, don't talk to me like I'm an idiot. I know plenty about the law and plenty about the case. Thank you very much.
And that's because every defendant should have the right and does have the right to effective assistance of counsel.
He did not have ineffective counsel because he never had a trial. Plain and simple.
This is a constitutional right under both the United States and Colorado Constitution.
It isn't on trial, so ineffective assistance is not difficult to get. Ineffective counsel is one of the most hardest things to prove. There's no errors in a trial because there was no trial. None whatsoever.
So
Mensa, go have your own channel.
when we practice in post-conviction litigation, we are really practicing constitutional law, and we're defending the right of...
All right, let me rephrase this. It's the hardest to win. Not anybody can throw anything out there. It is the hardest to win.
Every person to get a fair trial and to get a trial that includes the effective assistance of counsel.
All right, Mensa, I'm not arguing with you. What?
My friend is so mad.
Why?
Okay, so you know how I'm online for 3 days of the week?
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday? Well, tomorrow on Tuesday, I have a total of probably 15 questions for the day.
Okay.
Because in digital publishing, it's only A group because we can't do the things that we do in class outside of class. And then for reading, I have one assignment that's due Thursday, which I'm going to work on tomorrow and then Wednesday.
Okay.
And then for math,
Intermission.
I have home.
All right. 35C, when pleading guilty and having no trial, see if something comes up for that. Okay. See. On a plea deal with no trial.
It's in your bathroom now.
What?
It's in your bathroom now.
They're not now.
Huh?
Okay.
Putting it back.
Once a plea is entered, especially if a conviction has entered, you have no right to a 35C or other remedies. So Mensa, again, bye-bye. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not Jay. I'm not fucking Kim. I know what I'm talking about. I know the law. So once again, Mensa, you are wrong. I am right. Bye-bye. Go argue with Jay. Aren't they doing a Patreon? Yeah, okay, meowsers. Let me just follow that. It's a crime. Hold on, I'm reading a case. Hold on. What'd I say?
I got a drink.
What?
I got a drink.
Hold on, I'm reading. I'm reading Colorado law. Bear with me. Drawing a guilty plea after sentencing. No. Okay, there's a reprint of 35C. Yeah, but he's in a different state. 35C is Colorado. Kind of like what's it called? Den something is Wisconsin. It looks like 35C is just Colorado. Okay. Oh, that's immigration. That's about a trial. Hi, Chrissy knows it all. I'm just reading something. Here, all is not over. Excessive withdraw your plea, the consequences of winning. Can't find it. And this guy goes through the whole thing. Hold on. I have so many questions left unanswered because there wasn't a trial. I don't know. I kind of think a lot was answered when the FBI went to speak to him. This is California. Denny Motion, that's what I couldn't think of. Denny Motion is Wisconsin. Like this 35C is Colorado. Alright, I'm gonna have to do some research later because it's too much. I just don't understand why he would think if he was innocent, why did he put them in the oil? I asked that too. All right, let me go back to this questioning. So someone that was on the panel with her when I was listening said that she couldn't listen to NK interview. I just want to know why. Mensa, there's nothing that Kim can do that can hurt him. Nothing. Nothing is decided by Kim or Jay's audience. Unless they're in Colorado, then they might have a chance. But everything is done. There's no jury. There's no nothing. It's decided by the courts. It's decided by an attorney. It has nothing to do with the public. I can't stand when people think that something has something to do with the public. It has nothing to do with the public unless they're in Colorado and there's a jury trial. Until then, there's no jury trial. It's not Colorado. I hate when people say that. They're not ruining anything. All right. I don't know why it would be hard to listen to NK's interview. Like, she's part of this too. Not that she did anything, but she's kind of part of this. So here's my question, though. They were talked about that she was in a different outfit. I don't really understand why. Mensa's the last time I'm answering you. Because good lawyers have decided not to help because of what's going on right now. No, Mensa, that is not true. Good lawyers don't help because Chris Watts is a fucking murderer of his children and of him. That's why. So I'm not answering your bullshit anymore. I'm really not. Go bash Shanann more. It's what you do best. So she said it was a change of clothes. Unless he killed her in a clothes. I didn't know what she was talking about, and I really don't remember what went on about the change of clothes or that she had a different shirt on. Can anyone refresh my memory? Exactly. They don't decide what to do by listening to some tiny little creator. Does anyone remember the outfit? I don't know what she was talking about because I don't remember. If it's something about the shirt, she was in a different shirt, or she didn't know about the shirt. Shirt she came home and Laura's never been found. Okay. Well, wouldn't that have something to do with you're the one that said she deserved what he did. What the fuck are you talking about, Mensa? What in the fuck are you talking about? I never, ever said that she deserved it. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, for real, Mensa, get the fuck out of here. Everybody knows I've been a diehard Shanann supporter. You're the fucking Shanann basher. Have a good day, Mensa. I'm done with you. I try to give you a chance, but you still run with your same old fucking bullshit. Bye-bye. You don't want to know, Hummingbird. I know, that's why I blocked her. I'm done with her. Done. So, yeah, it's trying to say that I said that. Yeah, okay. Try again. Alright, I then went and dug a hole for Shanann. I think she had given birth. She landed face down. I remember being so angry with her that I was not going to change how she landed. Could his shirt have gotten dirty or something? It was NA. I know, I blocked her. But I guess my question is, because I don't remember. But wasn't all right, let me back up. My original theory is that she walked in and she was jacked from behind, and that's why her phone was hidden in the couch. Maybe she took a seat on the couch, but I think he always jacked her as soon as she walked in, which would explain why she didn't change her clothes. But the other thing I was thinking is maybe, just maybe, she went to change her shirt, and that's when he jacked her. That's Lady Justice. I already blocked her. Maybe that's when he jacked her. Was right after she changed her shirt. Before she got a chance to change her clothes. That's the only reason I can see. But I don't remember if she was in the same jeans or not. I think it was a t-shirt you wear to bed. Yeah, I don't even want to go there with the whole Shanann was drunk theory. Thought she was found in a shirt. See, thank you. I thought that too. She did change her clothes. She wasn't found in jeans, right? She was sleeping by the judging, the eyelashes on a pillowcase. The high road was in... Yeah, see, this stuff I don't really remember. She was buried... See, that's what I thought. She was buried in her underwear and a t-shirt. Because Kim is over there saying that she never changed. Kim is saying that she was wearing the exact same clothes. This is why I got all confused. She had a shirt, bra, and underwear. That's what I thought. Jamie... Okay. He admits to throwing clothes in a dumpster... But I do think there was some of Shanann's in there with the girl's toys. She was found in a shirt, but a different one. Okay. Yeah. Kim was over there saying that she never changed her clothes. She was in the same clothes. And I'm sitting there going, I don't remember that. I don't remember her being in the same clothes. I like to kick more. You know what I'm saying? No, she did change. That's why I didn't understand what she was saying. Kim was literally over there saying that she was in the same outfit. And I'm thinking, or that she just changed her shirt or something. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I don't remember that. I don't remember her being in the same jeans or something. So I'm glad we straightened that out. Because I had said maybe she was pregnant. She just wanted to change her shirt. She goes on, then she went on about the cab. The cab doesn't matter. It had absolutely nothing to do with anything. Like, who cares if she took the cab, if she didn't take the cab? We still know she made it home. We absolutely know she made it home. So as long as she made it home, that's all that matters. He told the story he strangled her after sex. Kika Fupa. That she talked about the cab over in You're Welcome Grounded Gameplay. They talked about the cab over in Arizona. They even showed something about, I saw it on Kim's video, like they showed something about, it said Denver, leaving Denver, coming to Denver, but none of that has anything to do with anything. Burn Book, why does it matter? Help me understand why this matters. I'm dying to hear this. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Burn Book said it does matter. Please tell me why it matters. There was video of her going in her house. You could see Nicole's... That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to know why it matters. Well, Burn Book just said it matters, so I'm interested to know why it matters. They have a theory that she came home earlier and did something before she got home. What could she have done before she got home? November Rain. It doesn't matter. We know whatever happened in Arizona has nothing to do with anything. We know how long the girls were dead. We know that the monitor showed things. We know that she got out of what's her name's car, Nicole's car, and went into her front door that night. That's all that matters. And she never walked out again. Never walked out again. That's all that matters. If she took a cab somewhere in Arizona, has nothing to do with anything. She doesn't live in Arizona. She lives in Colorado. So as long as she made it home in Colorado, that's all that matters. And we know that. Whatever she did in Arizona has absolutely nothing to do with her children. Has nothing to do with Chris. Has nothing to do with anything. I think they believe she went to the Lazy Dog to see who was with CW when those charges were made and possibly got drunk. Okay, but that wasn't in Arizona. That was in Colorado. The case starts when she walked in the house that night. Absolutely. If she was missing or nobody knew, yeah, they have her on the Ring doorbell, exactly. If nobody knew what happened to her, if there was some freaky thing, because it doesn't matter, Burn Book. Whatever she did in Arizona has nothing to do with living in Colorado. She lives in Colorado. If she never made it to that door, if there was no video of her walking in her house, then everything before that is definitely important. That absolutely plays a part. But there's absolutely no reason to worry about what happened in Arizona. Nobody from Arizona flew to Denver to kill the kids. It just didn't happen. And we know this because she spoke to Chris. She was talking to Chris that night. So the only thing that matters is when she walked in that door. Because we know she walked in the door. Again, if she didn't walk in that door, everything before that, where she went, who she took a cab with, all of that would matter. And all of that would play a huge significance in this. But that's not the case. The bottom line is, she walked in her house. That's when this starts. Tons of video loving her daughters. I totally agree with that. She wouldn't have gotten drunk. I agree with that too. Hope Sandy shuts this nut up. She may not. What's up, Wrench? Dude, Chris killed them, all of them. People need to stop the madness. I totally agree with that, Wrench Wizard. Totally agree with that. Her flight was delayed a few hours, but she got home. Yes. And even if, let me go one step further. Even if she was having an affair, even if she was having this illicit affair with the guy in Arizona and it was his baby, it still have nothing to do with the case. Absolutely nothing. She walked in that house. Anything before that has nothing to do with anything. All right, Ash, let me put it like this then. I want you to think about this scenario, because I said this earlier. You may not have been here. Listen to the scenario. People want to think that the baby was dead beforehand. And if you didn't hear me say this in the beginning, listen now. When he made that confession to the FBI, he had found God already. He was this big God lover. He had found God. He'd made peace with what he did. And that's why he was able to confess. That's why he was able to confess to his sins, because he found God and he is now a God lover. Okay, that's one scenario. That's what he claims. So if he really found God, then wouldn't you believe that the story that he's telling is correct and the right one? Because he found God. Now, the flip side of this is, if he is lying about finding God and everything he says is a lie, then he's a piece of shit that's capable of anything possible, and we know he's a known liar. So either way, it's a no-win for him. Either way, it makes him look bad. But if you want to believe that he found God, then you have to believe his story is right. Her affair would not matter, Burn Book. It has nothing to do with the case. Nothing. Even his affair doesn't really have much to do with the case, other than it may have been the catalyst. But that's it. Even if she was having an affair, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, none of it matters. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why none of it matters. I'm going to tell you why it wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter why they fought. It just doesn't matter why they fought. It's how he reacted afterwards that matters. And how he reacted afterwards is that now this is going on his story, just his story. And that's all we have to go on, is his story. You Burn Book, you're way wrong legally. You're way wrong. No, it wouldn't. It would not matter. what he chose to do afterwards, and she was not having an affair, but what she chose to do afterwards, he, according to him, okay, forget what you think, forget what you assume. Let's look at the actual facts, and the real facts that we have are what he said out of his mouth. Those are the only real facts we have, is what came out of his mouth. And out of his mouth, he said that he took his dead wife, put her on the floor in the back seat, and put his 2 children, not in car seats, and put them in the back seat with their dead mother. This is the kind of man these people are sticking up for. Even if he lied, this is a story that he told. Nobody put this in his head. This is a story that a man who found God, the man that is a changed man now because he reads his Bible every single night, and he reads his passages every single night, and he reads because he found God. Because he found God. That changes everything. But burn book, it doesn't, see, this is, let me explain something to you, and this is not an insult to anybody. When it comes to legal, your thoughts mean nothing. Anybody. What you have to go on are the facts. And the only true facts that we have are what Chris Watts told us. Besides the obvious. But all we have about those girls is what Chris Watts told us. And what Chris Watts told us is the only thing that matters. Because legally, that's the only thing that matters. None of it matters. None else of it matters. No, but Crystal T, you have to go by the law. And you have to go by what he said. There's no evidence to disprove what he said. So you have to go by what he said. Plain and simple. I don't know why people want to argue what Chris Watts said out of his own mouth. Also, CW said his oldest daughter asked him if he was going to do to her what he did to his sister. You don't make that up. Burn book, listen to me. There's no proof of her having an affair at all. None whatsoever. Everybody needs to stop victimizing. If it didn't matter, why interview her friends and the people who were... Because they're trying to get more about her. They were trying to understand more about her. They were trying to figure out who she was. They have to get all sides of a story. He actually got a different life, all right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no matter how it happened in their marriage, CW should not have killed her and her children, period. End of story. I agree with that, but it's not really end of story. Let me go back to what I was saying. Yes, but he found God. If he would have told that kind of story originally, I would have a hard time with it. But he didn't tell that story originally. He didn't really say much originally. He wasn't ready to talk, quote unquote. I did say, if no one said she did, you brought up, yes, I did say what if. They were trying to understand a relationship. Either way. But what I'm saying is that this is a man that found God. This is a man that was not coerced to give that confession. This is a man that he was already sentenced. There was no reason for him to give this kind of story if it wasn't true. This is a man of God now. This is a man who reads scriptures every single day. This is a man who's found a new life and a new light and, holding pictures of his family and his children and his wife. And, he's found God. And the only way to truly find God, truly, is to be honest with yourself and be honest with everybody else and make sure that you get out all of your sins and that you confess to all of your sins. He has no right to appeal by law. None. So he gave up all his rights to appeal. There's one federal loophole somewhere. I don't know where, but there's some kind of federal loophole. But this is a man. His confession is null and void in a court of law. He can say whatever he wants. It was off the record. Yes, exactly right. That's exactly. And I said that earlier, Make a Mom. So I think you were on panel. And I said, I don't remember what he confessed to, but that whole confession with a good attorney would get thrown out, but it would not get thrown out by a public defender. They can ask for it, but a judge would never allow it. They're never going to allow that to be thrown out. But I do agree with you. That happened after he was already sentenced, so it really plays no part. But I also don't think the cops are stupid. They recorded it. They released it. There's more to that they're allowing. Hey, Melanie, there's more to it that they're actually allowing. And that's why they recorded it. And I always felt like there was more to it, like they wanted a confession, just for their own records to lock in something, so maybe there is a loophole that he could possibly win. And that's why they wanted that rock solid evidence. Like there's just no chance he's getting out at all whatsoever. I think he was tested for drugs. I think. No one is victim blaming. Was saying if she did have an affair, which no, because I had said it doesn't matter even if she did. That even if she had an affair, it means nothing. I suspect they dug a grave earlier, although the dirt was loose, I guess, and it was shallow. Seems like someone on steroid. No, I think he was checked and he wasn't. I think they were saying just thrive. He had planned it, though. It was premeditated. He didn't just snap. It was premeditated. He knew what he was going to do before he went. He wasn't tested for steroids. See, when you go into jail, they drug test you. They test you for everything. Because they want to make sure that you're not on dope or you're going to die the next day. Like, they drug test you in prison. They have to. I was drug tested. Everybody gets drug tested. You have to take a urine test to make sure you're all right. It's a very unique case and tried in public. It was pushed through. Describes premeditation, disgusting detail. And exactly. That's right. I forgot about the letters. There were also letters that he confesses. I forgot about that. He said he wasn't on drugs when he asked him, so trying to say now he won't fly. He isn't known for using drugs either. No, they don't mean drugs like that kind of drugs. I mean like steroids. It wouldn't matter what anyone's done in life. Do they and their children deserve to be killed? Letters from Chris is, I believe, what they're talking about. I know it's hard for some to believe, but he's the bad one. I agree. And Shandon, welcome. I got to send you an email. A welcome email. None of this should have happened, but it can help it make some sense to us. What do you mean? I then went and dug a hole for Shanann. I think she had given birth. She landed face down. I remember being so angry with her that I was not going to change how she landed. And I wonder what he was so angry with her for. Snapping would have given... No, he definitely didn't snap. He said he didn't snap. He said he woke up that morning and he knew what he was going to do. So he never used drugs to the detectives when he was talking about his father being on them. In that interview with the FBI, he said that he knew what he was going to do. No, he did. He didn't say he went to a raid. Yeah, he went to a raid once he started, but he knew he was going to do it. He stated clearly he knew he was going to do it. That he woke up that morning, kept trying to convince himself not to do it. And then he did it. And once he started, he couldn't stop. Yeah, he packed lunches. But he did say that. He said that once he started, he couldn't stop. But he knew that morning he was going to do it. He couldn't get it out of his mind. He said he almost felt like he wasn't him. He didn't explain it. Did you listen to the interview I played the other day? He explains it clearly. During the killing, yeah. I don't know. He said he felt like he was out of body. He said he didn't feel like it was him. He knew when he put the babies to bed, he knew that was the last time he'd be putting them to bed. I agree with that. He said the night before he took his babies for bed, he said to himself that would be the last time he tucked them in. So yes, he planned it. We also know he's a liar, but we know he killed him. All evidence points to him. His various versions of the story are all him. There was no sign of anyone else. He did it. End of. I agree with you, Ash. If I kill anything and be justified for doing it, I think he would kill again. Already arranged with work to go to that. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Denise. I forgot about that. He arranged the day before to go to that work site, make sure that nobody was there, made sure that he went earlier than anyone else. Reread that letter when he confesses. It's worse than you remember. Made my girlfriend sob. I never read the books. So you don't know what rage felt like because he never felt it before. His version of rage was strained, I believe. I don't believe his confession. It makes no sense. I don't know. I can't go with that, MM. I absolutely believe his confession. I mean, I know he's had various versions of it, but the one he gave to the FBI, I absolutely believe and always have believed. Nobody is going to make up a story like that. Yeah, I never read the letters either. Nobody's going to make up a story like that. The letters were gross if he wrote them. That lady also lied about that book, stole it from another author, so those letters might not even be real. Not sure what Kim is looking for with the trial. Chris admitted to it multiple times. In the letters, he talked about thinking of killing them for weeks. Just odd that he did all of it on his own. He's never once done anything without being... You know what it reminds me of? No, Brendan Dassey didn't. Well, yeah, he did, but he was led into it. But he wasn't led into that story. He made that story 2 months later, after he found this God. He found religion. He was this wonderful, God-loving human being. He was already pussy whipped by another woman and was willing to do anything to be with her. I agree with you. He hated Shanann, and he hated everything that went along with Shanann. He wanted a new life. He has to know if he goes to trial, everything will come out. He has a reason he wants to go to trial. That's not true. Because the reason he wants to go to trial because he's sitting in fucking prison and it sucks. And he knows this is his only life. And Kim's giving him hope on the outside. Now, let me say this. I'll even give credit to some of you. No names mentioned, Makeup Mobster, November Rain. I'll even give credit to you guys that something's not right and, you want to say that things aren't right or things don't seem right. All right, I get it. I'll go with that. I'll say things don't seem right. But three things that are unforgivable, no mistakes, and no argument. And that is, he drove with his kids and his wife dead, whether his kids were alive or not, drove them to a site, walked over to oil tanks, and he couldn't even bury them together. He couldn't even do that. He's so much of a psychopath that he had to drive 45 minutes. Whether the girls were dead or alive doesn't matter at this point. 45 minutes with either 3 dead bodies in the car or 1 dead body in the car. But that's what I'm saying. Let's say that a story doesn't make sense. The girls were dead. It doesn't matter. I'm saying it doesn't matter because I'll give you anything that you guys say. Okay, I'll give you that. The girls are dead. He killed them all at the house. Nicole helped him. Whatever situation you want to think about. I know I'm leading this somewhere. Any situation you want to give, I'll give you that. The fact that he couldn't even bury them together is sick. And that he took each one of them into separate oil tanks. Couldn't even bury the girls together. Didn't even have enough respect for that. Dropped them down into oil tanks. There is absolutely nothing else that matters at that point. Nothing. Nothing else matters at that point. Even if he killed him, she killed him, doesn't even matter. The fact of what he did with them after the fact. Yeah, oil tanks in August. What he did and his actions after the fact. Okay, you hated Shanann, you mad at Shanann, all that. People have more dignity killing deer than he did with his two own flesh and blood. That's fucked up. He was totally trying to erase their existence. Just completely, annihilated. So when you think of it like that and you put that into perspective, then when you look back and you say to yourself, okay, that had to be premeditated. Because there's no way that anyone would do that if it wasn't premeditated. You just can't. You just can't. And if she would have killed them, why would he do this? Thank you, Kim. Why would he do this then? It just doesn't make sense. He separated them in death. He didn't even have enough courtesy to bury them together. Hey, Mac. Once you strangle your baby's dignity goes down the toilet. It doesn't make sense because in one breath he says he killed SW because he was defending his girls, but then he disrespected it in death by the way he disposed of them. That's because she had nothing to do with it. He killed them all. Case closed. There's a lot of personalities, Laura. Read about them, you'll understand to kill them all. He showed more respect to his garbage. Exactly. I find it odd. Chris Peterson had an affair and killed his baby. Scott Peterson had an affair and killed his family. You mean killed his family? Scott Peterson had an affair. Drew Peterson killed his family, had an affair and killed his family. Why do all these women end up murdered? Then we find out they have a sidekick. Huh? Thank you, Kathy. A lot of times I tried to think of that. I agree, it was horrible. Disposal of any kind is horrendous. In my opinion, doesn't matter where, throwing a body away anywhere is terrible. He didn't care about them at all. He only wanted NK. And everyone's going to have an opinion about it. Everyone can have an opinion about it, but think logic. Michael Peterson killed his wife, did not marry anyone named Peterson. Yeah, do not marry anyone named Peterson. Hell to the no. Killing is also horrible, especially of children. Yeah, I'd say so. Jodi Arias, a borderline personality disorder, slaughtered a guy, then went out to meet another guy like nothing happened. Let's look at the way he acted with the police. He didn't even try to cry. He didn't even try to, he really thought he was going to get away with it. He was probably going to have Nicole in the fucking house that night. He probably was. He was probably going to have a fucking, he was probably going to have her in the house that night and act like nothing happened. But I'll never understand how Speedy did it. Only he'd known her around 2 months. That's why Nate said he was acting odd. Want a PDF of the book with a confession letter? You should honestly read it on stream. It's so descriptive and insightful, his own words. Yeah, but do we really know it's his own words? You're welcome, Chrissy. Do we know it's his own words? That's what's hard about a book. You just don't know. I mean, some author could have edited it. It may not be his own words exactly. It's like the guy who said he killed his girlfriend in self-defense. Interviewer said he had 100 knife wounds. He replied, oh, but a lot of those superficial, and only 48 were real knife wounds. Look at my only baby girl is not here. He had 6 weeks of freedom when he went to NC, and he thought that's what he wanted. He's an idiot. I agree with you. Looked different. We would catch them before they did it. That's very true, Julie. I think KK was in the house that weekend, and Bella saw them together, and that's why he killed the kids. I don't know. He's not the first or the last person to commit familicide. There's just something about Chris and his versions that is unnerving. If she was going to approach him for sex, she would take off her bra and take a shower. I've seen someone say he couldn't have a Zoom call today. Jay said yes, she did have a Zoom call with him. What are they talking about? Zoom call? Okay. So, allegedly, because you can't have visitors, so now I guess anyone on your visitors list can do a Zoom call. But here's what I'm skeptical about. She says, her own words, is that she had a Zoom call with him, but you can't record a Zoom call. Since when does that going to stop you? I could record anybody without anybody knowing. I think she's full of shit. I don't think she's talking to him. I really don't. I think she's full of shit. But I could be wrong. I mean, I really could be wrong. But I just don't buy it. She could show some kind of proof. She recorded all his other calls. She had a phone call before and it didn't even sound like him. Yeah, but was it an old phone call? Everything she's played is old. I agree with Mommy Ramblings on that. Get caught, you'll be banned, and he could get punished. Yeah, but she recorded other calls. I don't know. I would record it. That's why I'm going to get a hold of him. I'm going to write him. She cannot record him. She can get into huge trouble on a Zoom call. It happened to Jodi Arias. All right. How much you want to bet she's recording them? I'll bet you $100 she's recording them. She may not be able to release them, but if she's talking to him, she's recording them. Kim did have Chris's dad on channel the other day, ask him a question over. Hey, I know, I saw that. She may be recording. Yeah, that's what I think too, Jamie. That part of the story is a lie. He's told several versions. They should use a polygraph on him again. He failed a polygraph. Yeah, I'm sure she's recording it too. She's talking in my opinion, especially his parents, but it makes no difference. He fucked up not calling 911, panic mode or not. So she would release it in her $20 a month Patreon. Get the fuck out of here. Give me a break. She's probably going back and listening to it too. She can't publish that. Yeah, she's releasing it in her $20 Patreons. Is according to her. Sorry I'm making you tired, baby blues. Failed miserably on the polygraph. See, right there, it's just a scam for money. A blatant scam for money. And that's all she's doing this for is money. What a loser. Oh, that was a joke? Oh, I thought you were serious. People need to be looking at where this money's going that she's getting. I don't know, Freudian. That I don't know. I would not want to be anybody's fucking girlfriend in jail. Sorry. Sure, some of the questions on the polygraph he failed particularly would have been, did he harm his kids? Did he kill his kids? Bye, Zero. Another scammer on YouTube. Go figure. I agree. Not you, though. I got up early. Oh. What if it's a hustle to get money to pay for an attorney for Chris? Then I could respect that, though. That I could respect. If she wants to waste her time doing this, that's on her. It's not... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could respect that. You should do the Shea Huber's case. Killed her boyfriend. Yeah, I remember that case. She killed her boyfriend. And then married a transgender woman in prison. But, oh, they divorced? Yeah, she killed. He was cute, too. It's a click and a money grab, this whole freaking story that Kim is spinning. I absolutely agree with you. Apparently, Kim is raising money for court fees. Okay, sure she is. And Jay is too, right? We'll say when I heard she was getting a Patreon, thought, exactly. Well, Jay's making bank on it. Jay's making super chats. People say, wait, where do I join Patreon? Jay has a specific tier dedicated to Chris Watts. That's kind of sad, if you ask me. Didn't CW say that he would take this to his grave? I don't remember if he did. Take what to his grave? He already confessed. I'm sorry, but in my opinion, that FBI shit, that was legit. I mean, people could call me crazy. I'm sorry. I find that totally legit. Johnny, I never had respect for her. More power to her. She did put a lot of work on the case. I mean, she's uploading hundreds of videos and stuff. A tear for Watts. Can't take it to the grave. It's already surfaced. Many of these serial murderers have girlfriends. They're locked up anyway. That's what this reminds me of. It does. Plunder is a video about our Patreon and Watts defense fees. I think Cato said he said there were some other things he would take to the grave. I also think CW is such a psycho. He loves playing with our heads. I think you're giving him too much credit, Yon. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me, but I really believe that I understand as a creator that she's talking to someone who's talking directly to him. She's presenting another side. I don't think she believes that. I don't know about that, Jamie. No, I'm not knocking anyone's hustle, but I'm saying it's a little much. He isn't a player. I see a man-child. And what I mean by that, Mob, subs are what matter. And when you're defrauding subs, you're going to end up nowhere. It doesn't matter if you have 100,000 now. My own integrity could not do that just for money. I couldn't do it. I don't think Stephanie Harlow would do that. I don't think any of the good ones would do it. I just don't. The parents got all of it, but her parents got 75%, his got 25%. I find it very disrespectful and being somewhat of a hypocrite, all for a channel. This Kim is victim. I agree with you. Victim bashing at its finest. I would never do that to my subs. I just wouldn't. And it may take me that much longer to get bigger. I don't care. Yeah, a tear for Watts. I feel like she's trying to keep an open mind. Plus, there was so much that we all question that we don't have answers to. Lots of people... I know, lots of people still interested in the case. I can't figure out why. Okay, lots of new people. So then you have someone like Kim that's destroying it. Absolutely destroying it. And filling people... Like, I was listening to stuff over there. I couldn't even believe what I was hearing. I seriously could not even believe what I was hearing. I was blown away. Not gonna hustle for Patreon, but what's the point if she's diehard to help him with the new trial? Jay will do anything for money. She was besties with Lonnie. I agree with that. What's her end goal? Can only be 50 minutes of fame. People give donations on them. Who in their right mind would give money? You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. Because you have someone like Kim putting this poison out there. That's why. I mean, that's why. She's putting fucking poison out there. And she's telling people things that aren't true. And that's what's mind-blowing to me. Not all money is good money. I'd rather have integrity to get the money. I totally agree with you, Melanie. And I've always said that. That's why I didn't jump on the Chris Watts bandwagon to begin with. Jay did not break the Heidi Broussard case. She was accusing the husband. We actually know everything. We know more about these people than probably most other cases. With all the videos, all of them, and discovery, the only questions are one people cook up. I totally agree with you, Wrench. Ash, I'm right there with you. I'm going to read that again. We, meaning the public, actually know everything. We know more about these people than probably most other cases. With all the videos of her and them and all the discovery, the only questions are the one people cook up. 100% agree with that. I'm even going to tag that, pin that. Kim's version is totally... She's wrong, though. It's like she never even read the damn discovery. I don't think she read the discovery. I really don't. I know she didn't read the 25-page autopsy report. That's a given. We can all write a CW book. I mean, here's the other catch, too, though. And this really goes for a lot. She pulls discovery up all the time and refers to it. I don't know. She said a lot of things that aren't right, Jamie. A lot. So, here's the thing, though. When it comes to the public, what does she expect? What does she think is going to happen? That's what I want to know. Insurance claiming they all would be paid tons of money. Other words, would respect more so to simply have a YouTube channel for CW so everyone could see her new info. Exactly, Elle. Exactly right. It's all a money grab. I don't believe she's not doing this for money at all whatsoever. She's making comparisons to Scott Peterson and how his sister-in-law is doing what she does. This is why. Yeah, but Scott Peterson went to trial. Scott Peterson had a trial. That's the big thing that she's not understanding about how the law works. Scott Peterson had a trial. It's so completely different. Scott Peterson never admitted guilt too. That's true. I mean, they're apples and oranges. It's like comparing apples and roast beef. I mean, they're two completely different scenarios. I think she's a full-blown mental case. I'll go with that, Chrissy. I'll definitely go with that. Some even dressed like Ted Bundy's victims. She can't be a PI. She's not a PI. She's a fucking idiot. Scott Peterson, A, never admitted guilt. Scott Peterson had a full trial. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like comparing oranges and fucking roast beef. When you agree to a plea of guilty, you also agree to waive your right to appeal the case. He has no chance. None whatsoever. He will never, ever face what he did. And honestly, and this is a personal opinion, I think he never will do this because of his mother. He will never look his mother in the eye. He doesn't want his mom to know the real facts. He doesn't want his mom to look at him differently. He's too much of a mama's boy. And he would never want his mom seeing what he actually did. That's just my opinion. Only thing he can appeal is the sentence, possibly, but he can't. I don't even think he can appeal a sentence. Because he took a plea to that too. He was supposed to get death and they took it off the table and gave him life. So, yeah. So I don't even think he can appeal a sentence. Because that was already a plea too. Comes down to, do you believe this lady is Scott Reich? Me, I will go, I'll go with Scott every day of the week. 150%, Simone. I will take him any day of the week. What's YH? I'm totally with Scott. Scott said he's never getting out of jail. I believe it. He's never getting out of jail. I'll go with that. 100% go with that. So, but on that note, I'm shutting down because I have to get this stuff packaged up and I got to go to bed. I'm tired. Had a rough night last night. Seeing as Scott is oh yeah. He's a that's what I said earlier. Oh, I said not for nothing, but am I going to listen to this guy or am I going to, this girl who's psycho, or am I going to listen to fucking Scott? Scott is an amazing attorney with a huge credentials. Like, he's a Colorado attorney. I am no attorney. I may know the law, but I'm no attorney. He is a top-notch fucking defense attorney in Colorado. He says that Chris Watts, no matter what, does not have a fucking chance in hell of getting off. Not a chance in hell of any kind of appeal or anything. I'm going to believe him. I think the man knows what he's talking about. So, that's what I go by. So, on that note, no, he knew, I thought he knew he was going to be convicted. So, all right. I will see you guys tomorrow. It was a good live. And we are now in December. Happy December 1st. We are here. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Peace.